Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. The other day I was watching Nene's Northern Prepper, and she made Hamburger Helper, a pantry meal. So I don't have any Hamburger Helper. It looked good, so I don't have any Hamburger Helper box. That's what she used. So I thought I would DIY it from Pantry staples, and I wanted to use the egg noodles, but this is all the egg noodles I have left, and I don't have another package. So I think I'm going to switch these out for these elbow pasta, and I do have more of these. I'm using flour, and it is Floured Up Friday, so I'm going to use flour for a thickener, so that's going to be my flour element. I'm going to use up some of these chili packets, so I'm kind of making a chili mac, I guess, Hamburger Helper. I have several of these, and I haven't used them up because I've just been DIYing the seasonings for our chili, so I want to use up those. I have some bouillon cubes, beef flavored. I have some ground beef, which I thawed out. I have some dry milk powder, which I'm going to use as the milk portion. All these seasonings came out of the garden from previous years. So I just dehydrated, chopped them up, dehydrated them, and that's how these are. So this is onion. I just use these containers over and over and over again. This is probably about 12 years, 13, 14, 15 years old container, but the seasonings inside I did myself. The only thing I didn't do from the garden is the black pepper. Maybe I'll get around to growing that one day, maybe. Anyway, black pepper, garlic. Again, I just dehydrated some garlic and put it in my what's that thing? The coffee grinder, and ground it up. It's not really that fine, but you know, it will do. Parsley from the garden, I think 2 years ago actually now. Last year parsley didn't do so well, so I just used up what was fresh. And this is, I think, from 2 years ago. And it's still, I just keep it in this container. And then basil, also from the garden. Actually this came from last year's garden. So that's what I'm going to be using for spices for my DIY Hamburger Helper. My DIY Chili Mac Hamburger Helper. So in honor of the first time I ever made Hamburger Helper, I used my electric skillet, and we actually had just moved into one of our houses. Our real house, not like an apartment. And we didn't have a fridge or any appliances, so this is what I was actually cooking on. It was dead of winter, probably like, I think it was like February 15th or something around there. There was snow on the ground, and we were actually using the snow outside as our fridge. So we couldn't hold too much food because we had no way of keeping it cold. So this was one way of doing a quick meal that we will probably eat most of, if not all of. And so it's actually fewer of us now than it is now. But we made it work, and it was an adventure, to say the least. So I'm just going to brown up this meat, get it seasoned up, and we are going to get making DIY Hamburger Helper from the pantry. So I added in most of all my other spices, and I'm just going to add in my chili powder as well now. Just going to add the whole packet in. Got that incorporated as well. Okay, my meat is mostly done. There's some pinks here and there. So I'm just going to add in my thickener, which is my flour. It's about 2 tablespoons of flour there. And I'm just going to mix it in. That's going to be my thickener. Just going to get that mixed in. And we're going to add the bouillon cube, which I kind of mixed up in the water. And then I'm going to add the milk. I'm going to actually make milk out of the milk powder. Okay, now I'm going to add, I did warm this up a little bit so that bouillon cube is a little bit more dissolved. And I'm just going to add that. Oops, sorry. Hand-eye coordination is not that great today. So I'm going to add that in. And already you can see it's thickening up already. So in goes my milk. And I'm probably going to have to add some more water, because this is definitely not enough when I add the pasta. So between the bouillon water and the milk, and the water, regular water, I've added 4 cups of liquid. So I think that should be enough for the pasta. I brought it to a boil, and I'm going to add in my 2 cups of macaroni. gonna stir that in. And then I'm gonna reduce it down and put the cover on it. And let the pasta cook. So, on goes my top. And I'm going to reduce it down. So I just opened up a jar of diced tomatoes. Actually, this was one that I canned. And the seal was acting funny. So I put it in the fridge and I'm going to use it up. So this is just plain old diced tomatoes that I'm just going to add to my chili mac Hamburger Helper. So I just add in the diced tomatoes. It's almost cooked. I just wanted to warm the diced tomatoes up into it. So yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, so there it is. It's ready. I just put the veg right in with it. It's corn, as you can see. And this is truly a one-pot meal. And I'm calling it my DIY Hamburger Helper chili mac. And somebody really tasted it and it really tastes good. So yeah, I'm gonna get this served up and we're gonna have dinner. So this is what it looks like dished up. I just grated a little bit of cheese over the top and it is truly chili mac and cheese now. Yeah, so this is my DIY Hamburger Helper from Pantry Staples.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.